Here's your Jazel Auto News update for May 17th. And our first story today is that Subaru is going to be introducing 3 new EV SUVs to their lineup, joining the Solterra by 2026, in an effort to sell 200,000 vehicles by 2026 of these EV line.
That's a lot of cars, but I'm super excited that they're going to actually be manufactured in Japan. They're going to be a true JDM car. Now, I am wondering if they're going to be left-hand or right-hand drive.
I mean, I would hopefully assume that they're going to make, for both markets, they're going to make it left-hand and right-hand drive. But I'm more excited to see what these cars are going to look like, because Subaru and EV, I think hopefully they're going to look pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're being very hush-hush about it all.
Yeah, I know. The story was very kind of quiet on details. All right, and next up, GM is actually going to be recalling nearly 1 million vehicles over a concern that the vehicle's airbags may rupture. It looks like this recall is going to be affecting certain Buick Enclave, Chevrolet Traverse, and GMC Acadia models from 2014 to 2017.
Now, that's super scary. You want safety when hitting something, not your airbag exploding and shooting metal objects at your face.
That's not a good thing to happen at all. But I think like one thing that always kind of weirds me out with these recalls, right? Is like you never really hear of these being a massive issue, and it's almost more like it's like one happened, so we want to make sure that everything's covered. So, I mean, the odds of it actually happening are pretty slim to your vehicle, but still check with your dealer to make sure that your vehicle's not affected.
Exactly.
Next up, the long-awaited Polestar 3, which will be a 2024 vehicle model launching this fourth quarter of 2023, will have 510 horsepower and will start around $85,000. I don't know how you're feeling about this car, but I'm pretty excited. I love me some Polestars.
Now, I'm pretty excited about it. I really feel like they're trying to give Tesla a run for their money.
Oh, 100%. In both their range, especially with this one targeting a range of 300 miles, and like into the design department. I think they're really the only one that comes close to Tesla right now in terms of how different their cars look compared to the rest of the ones on the road.
Yes, even the 0 to 60 it's like keeping up with Tesla.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with an electric car, it shouldn't be too hard because those things can go fast. But yeah, this thing looks awesome and can't wait to see how it's going to look on the road.
And the dual clutch torque, I'm excited about that.
Next up, the 2025 Mercedes-Benz EQG will face the EV future with a 250-mile plus range, so the next G-Wagon is going to be an EV. What do we think about this, Amber?
No, I'm super excited. I love the G-Wagon. It's my favorite car out on the market, and it's definitely keeping up with the gas range model.
Yeah, which is really impressive to see. Plus, I mean, design-wise, it looks like it's going to be different enough from the standard gas G-Wagon to really stand out.
Yes, I love the light-up features on the outside of it. It just looks so cool. I'm so excited about this one.
It looks very space age.
Yes.
Yeah. Next up, Dodge has announced that there is going to be a 2023 Ram 1500 Rebel model and also a wide-body TRX version called the Lunar Edition, which will be extremely limited, which will have an exclusive ceramic gray paint and this really interesting like blue contrast stitching on its interior. Those will start at $72,000 around for the base model and then $108,000 for the Lunar Edition.
They look super cool. I'm very impressed with them, and they definitely are giving Ford Raptor a run for their money.
I mean, I feel like Ram always kind of has kind of given it runs for its money, especially in like the design department. But I gotta say, like personally, I'm not a big truck guy at all, but the Lunar Edition looks pretty sweet.
It does. That blue on the interior just sticks out. It pops. It's just very tastefully done.
Yeah, the decision to go gray with electric blue as like a contrast always works wonders when you put it that way.
Yes, I'm sure they'll sell it fast.
And lastly, according to a new study by Cox Automotive, buyers or new car buyers are showing to be more wary and kind of skeptical regarding subscription-based services when buying a car, such as things like OnStar or like when car makers tried making Apple CarPlay a subscription. It's showing that new car buyers are wary, but they can still accept them, whether or not just based on the fact whether or not they're mandatory or not.
Yeah, I'm eager to see, like, is it greed versus like what they're willing to give away now, or
It's definitely an interesting question and like a conversation to be had, right? Like what should be mandatory and free, or what should be kind of like just an add-on, like, because on the other hand, it could just be offering additional features to make your car cooler than ever, but it could be kind of more of a, what people are saying in the study, like a money grab, or like a kind of a pitfall, right? Because it's a mandatory addition.
and then
But
does it also matter on like the level of car? If you're paying like $100,000 for a car, shouldn't all those items come for free versus those lower models?
I would hope those are included for $100,000. That's for sure. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you click down below on the link in the description to see what Jazel can do for you. And in the meantime, subscribe to our channel to see what we have coming next. Have a great rest of the day.